Our top story this hour. A federal judge in Texas ruled that President Obama's Affordable Care Act is unconstitutional. Last night's decision said the tax bill passed last year knocked the constitutional foundation from under Obamacare by eliminating a penalty for not having health coverage.
After the decision, President Trump tweeted that Congress should pass a new law to protect coverage for people with pre-existing conditions. Obamacare will remain in place while appeals proceed.
Now, for some perspective on this and other developments, we turn to Bob Cusack, editor-in-chief of The Hill. Bob, good morning.
Morning, Michelle.
On his face, it seems as though this is a big win for the White House. But I'm curious, in the midterm elections, the Affordable Care Act was a big issue. Could this possibly backfire on the Republicans?
It could. I mean, legally, as you mentioned, huge win for Republicans, but not all Republicans joined this lawsuit. They don't agree with this lawsuit. So politically, this is a problem for Republican leaders because now all of a sudden Obamacare is actually popular compared to years ago. So this is a problem for Republican leaders, how they handle this. And now Democrats, you saw all the press releases last night going on the offensive, saying they're going to join this lawsuit and try to help overturn it. We're probably headed to the Supreme Court on this.
As we saw already, the president's making a pitch, or at least an open claim, saying he wants to fix this pre-existing condition problem. Is there the possibility that Republicans and Democrats can come together on something like this?
I think there's a chance. It's slim and none, though.
That's no chance.
They can't agree. They can't agree on immigration. They can't agree on funding the government. I don't think they can agree on any type of legislative solution for health care.
And you don't think the Democrats will want to help them here?
Well, I think that they want to help, but at the same time, I just think it's too divisive. The 2020 presidential cycle has already started.
Yeah.
Moving to Mick Mulvaney, this seemed like the most important job that hardly anybody wanted. What do you know about his temperament and how he might be able to manage the president, which was difficult for his predecessors?
He has a good working relationship with the president. Like other Republicans before the president was elected, he did criticize the president publicly. However, he's working at the budget office now. Remember, he's not resigning that office. So if he doesn't like this job, maybe he'll go back. So I think it's kind of a win-win for the White House and Mulvaney. Mulvaney is a conservative. He likes to keep government spending under control. Trump really doesn't want to tackle those type of issues, at least not in the first term. So there's the rub. This is one of the toughest jobs normally, and in the Trump administration, it's the toughest job possibly ever.
Let's move on to the Mueller investigation. And now Michael Cohen has come out swinging. President Trump came back and said, I did do no wrong. And then Cohen doubled down.
Yeah, it's interesting the timing of Mueller here. Remember, before Thanksgiving, Mueller got the answers, the written answers from Trump's team. And then all of a sudden, we see this massive Michael Cohen news and how he's talking to Mueller. So maybe that was to get, okay, let's get you in writing first and then get all the dirt from Michael Cohen. The president has had, in this investigation, I think, a rough couple of weeks. Manafort lying to Mueller was a setback for Mueller. But now, there have been a lot of people now who have flipped on Trump, and he's got to be nervous about that.
All right, we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you.